After months of speculation, former North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper has officially thrown his hat into the ring for the state's open U.S. Senate seat.
The 68-year-old Democrat made that announcement in a video posted on social media today. And this is setting up what political analysts are calling one of the most competitive Senate races in the 2026 election cycle.
Yeah, midterms, it's going to be a doozy. WCNC Charlotte's Kaylin Hagwood joins us in the studio now with more on what the race could look like. Kaylin, could.
Well, this announcement was perhaps the worst kept secret in North Carolina politics, but today it did become official. Roy Cooper, who has never lost a statewide election in nearly 40 years of public service, is now seeking to flip one of North Carolina's two Republican-held Senate seats back to Democratic control.
I've thought on it and prayed about it, and I've decided I want to serve as your next United States Senator.
Former Governor Roy Cooper making his case directly to North Carolina voters Monday, emphasizing his North Carolina roots while taking aim at Trump-era policies. The announcement caps months of speculation about Cooper's political future after being courted by Democrats who see him as their best chance to reclaim a Senate seat in the battleground state.
For national Democrats, this was the prize that they wanted. Somebody who has won 6 times statewide, who has a very high name recognition, who will probably be able to raise as much money, if not more, than he possibly needs.
Former Democratic Congressman Wiley Nickel had already entered the race, but is expected to suspend his campaign and endorse Cooper. Meantime, 3 Republicans have already announced their plans to run too, with President Trump endorsing a 4th, Republican National Committee Chair Michael Whatley, who's expected to formally announce his candidacy soon.
He has been in office for so long as the governor in North Carolina, that's going to give him both advantages and disadvantages. So it's going to shape up to be a very interesting race when we have to see 2 people out there that most likely have both been in politics for a very long time.
Well, Cooper's campaign will likely be closely watched by national Democrats as a potential test case for their messaging strategy heading into the 2028 presidential race. The primary election is set for March, with the general election in November of 2026.
Okay, let's go back to those donations, or I should say funding for the campaign. We saw record donations for the general election and obviously the money that was raised at that time. What are you expecting to see for this upcoming race during the midterms?
Well, political analysts say this is going to be one of the most expensive races in the country. The Democratic Party has already signaled they plan to invest millions in North Carolina. With both parties seeing this as a must-win seat, we can expect to see a flood of advertising dollars flowing into the state over the next year and a half. Colin, Vanessa.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kaylin.